Hi guys, I wanted to bring you the latest and greatest of the weekend's launch of the EOS mainnet. What an exciting time it's been. I'm going to tell you all about it. Now, there's no financial advice here. We're all code and no candles, but where a large issue affects the adoption of technology, we'll cover that too. And there's been some interesting events that have unfolded over the last 48 hours, which have had significant effects to all of crypto. Also, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. I've been up since 1 AM this morning watching, researching and preparing this video, so a bit of love from you will go a long way to balancing that sleep loss. Also, apologies that the video quality may not be up to my usual standards. I wanted to get this out so you had the information before anyone else this morning. I may have skipped a few editing niceties. But anyway, let's get straight into it. First, we should cover a brief history of the launch. The EOS mainnet went officially live yesterday at 1 PM UTC. This means that blocks were being actually produced at that time. It felt good after all the delays about the no-go-go decision making, and watching those streams and interacting on Telegram was a proper roller coaster. Block producer candidate voted started a while after that, and with an initial rush of people obviously waiting at their keyboards to get in, it started with a pace. 2 chains were showing up at the eosportal.io until launch, but now there is only one to vote on as predicted. To be clear, voting is where you stake your EOS to provide bandwidth and computing power to the EOS network, and therefore voting correctly and without any problems is really, really important. And, of course, there were significant problems with people voting. The first came the actual voting process itself. The original approach to vote was reasonably complicated. It's a command line interface which required you to sign various things, ensure you're connected and so on, before actually being able to cast your vote. Probably only the most technical of us would have been able to use that mechanism. There must be better ways. The second approach, or the second advised approach, was to use a particular wallet called Scatter. Scatter looked easy as it was a Chrome extension, but it had a few issues. And it was Greymass, the wallet that I eventually selected, because quite a few of the block producer candidates I was voting for personally knew the developers, and the Telegram channel with the developers providing support was excellent. You can actually vote directly in the wallet too, making the whole process super, super easy. The second issue of the launch was that the block producer candidate name stealing problems. This happened to EOS Dublin in particular, who used a different name on the testnet but moved to EOS Dublin WoW on the mainnet. An imposter had been publishing on behalf of EOS Dublin, telling people to vote for the testnet name. I don't want to use that here and give any awareness of that name. There have been a lot of complaints about Block One not producing a software solution everyone could have relied on to vote with. At the moment, it really does feel like a hack, and 4 billion of investment is a lot of money not to do anything with. I'm sure that this will get easier over time as the software matures, but it really would have made a difference today and over the weekend to have something pre-tested by the developers themselves. There are also some concerns that exchanges, who many people bought their tokens through and kept them there, would have been biasing the block producer vote by using tokens not belonging to them. But that doesn't seem to be the case, but concerns were raised. So the big question is, when will we see the end? In spite of all of these issues, voting is moving along at a pace. Last time I checked at 3:23 UTC, there was about 10 million EOS tokens had voted, which is about 9-ish%. Now, over the last 15 hours of voting, it's given us a trajectory, and that seems like we'll hit 15% in the next day or two, unless the frequency changes significantly. It's my understanding that during this period, a single block producer will be processing all transactions, the same one that is validating the votes for block producer candidates. As soon as voting finishes, that will go away, which would be a welcome change. Now, the effect on price. Normally, we don't do this, but let's take a look at the price. As you can see, EOS took a huge hit before launch, but if we take a look at CoinMarketCap, you can see that everybody has been taking pretty huge hits over the last day or so. Now, this is most likely due to the news that CoinRail, a South Korean exchange, was hacked, and they had to cold stall all of the coins that they had and try and sort that out. This caused a mass sell-off across the whole space, forcing down prices even further due to oversupply. Now, if you couple that with the US commodity futures trading regulators launching a probe into 4 US exchanges that may have been manipulating crypto prices, then you can see why confidence is a bit shaky at the moment, to say the least. It's all roller coasters. However, EOS has taken losses over double that of Bitcoin or Ethereum, and EOS may be suffering particularly badly because of the article from EOS Force around security issues they consider plague EOS on launch. And there were 9 of them. The largest, though, were issues with EOS resource-based mortgage model, claiming it will easily allow DDoS attacks, and the fact that EOS had a super user account, which they claimed could make changes to the ledger. Now, I can't confirm or deny any of these allegations, but they have been discussed widely in the community, which may have had an impact on the price. Regardless of any outstanding issues, EOS is well on its way to have a hugely successful launch. Block producer candidates are being successfully voted on, as we can see here. Transactions are therefore being processed, and we can see everything ticking along nicely in the logs and in our local nodes. It's actually been a very engaging experience to have been involved with, and I'm excited for the next few weeks with EOS. Good times. But anyway, that's it for today, folks. I don't know if I'll have time to produce another long form video for you tomorrow in my normal Tuesday slot, so my apologies if that doesn't go out. Regardless, please like and subscribe. It really makes a difference to me. And thanks again, and I'll see you soon.